This was an honor song for Dudley George. 30 years ago, George made the ultimate sacrifice so his people could reclaim their land, the Stony Point Reserve, or Ajudaina. On Lake Huron's scenic southeast shore, this land was expropriated by the federal government in 1942 and turned into a military base under the War Measures Act. Canada promised to return the territory after the Second World War, but that never happened. So after 50 years of peaceful advocacy, the Stony Point people decided to act. They took their land back. On September 6, 1995, George was unarmed when he was shot and killed by Ontario Provincial Police sniper Kenneth Dean while occupying Ipperwash Provincial Park. On the anniversary this year, members of the Chippewas of Kettle and Stony Point First Nation gathered to remember that sacrifice and the sacrifice of many others.
It's an ongoing fight. Everything changes every day with the government.
Now, newly declassified Canadian Security Intelligence Service documents obtained by CBC Indigenous this year officially confirm what was long alleged but never proven.
CSIS's Toronto region was actively investigating the potential for serious violence at Ipperwash before Dudley George was shot.
It's very gross and disrespectful for them to speak like that against their people.
Not only was CSIS actively involved in the incident, Canada's spies may have been circulating false information. This top-secret report calls Ipperwash an example of Native extremists embracing armed standoff as a tactic to accomplish political goals. Terrorism, in other words.
Well, that's all wrong. They're just trying to cover up what they were doing. It was wrong.
Leighton Elijah later testified at a public inquiry about his encounters with an undercover operative at Ipperwash. In 2006, that public inquiry led by Justice Sidney Linden found the occupiers had no guns, just bats, stones, and sticks when George was killed. In a statement, the agency said it, quote, acknowledges that investigations on Indigenous activism and the term Native extremism were contained within the documents from the 1990s. However, CSIS no longer uses that term. It added that, quote, as part of the Ipperwash inquiry, CSIS was not named once in any of the findings, nor were any of the recommendations directed towards CSIS.